Alright, I suppose I could give you guys a sort of bit of a mini review about the race at Kansas, but I didn't really watch much of it because I was at an Overkill concert, so I'm only going to give you what I saw. The last 40 laps were pretty damn fun and badass to watch. There was actually 5 wide racing. There was a lot of comers and goers on the last few laps. And by the way, ha, Kyle Busch, ha, fucking ha, you got your tire cut. How does that buzzkill, knowing the fact that your top 10 streak has finally ended at Kansas, and the fact that Jimmie Johnson finally got another good finish, 6th. Jimmie Johnson was actually partially contending for the race for once. 5 wide racing at Kansas. How fucking badass was that? Holy shit. This garbage package actually did something for once. Because there was plenty of comers and goers, a lot of underdogs like Alex Bowman going for the lead, and Erik Jones. And of course, Clint Bowyer and Erik Jones had a bit of a partial feud at the end, and he even went on to say I should have wrecked his ass. Oh, Bowyer, you are a character. But hey, this race was pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's one of the best races ever, but it was pretty damn fucking decent, because there was a lot of balls to the wall racing right there. Seriously, 5 fucking wide at Kansas. How are those drivers able to hold their line? And how about that badass fucking save by Chase Elliott? Woo! Those guys. Was it a full moon or what? Like, damn. That race, as garbage as this package has been this season, Kansas was one of the best yet, and that's saying a lot. I'm actually loving a race for once. And it's not just because Jimmie Johnson did good and that Kyle Busch had a misfortune. This racing actually exceeded beyond what I would have expected. And good on that. Good on that for having another diamond in the rough after the shit fest at Dover. The nothingness at Dover, actually. If anything, that's one of the worst races of the year, because I don't care about anything that happened at Dover. Because at least with hatred, you care about something. Dover, sheer nothingness, and it will be forgotten the next day. Yep, already forgotten. I still love Truex though, but goddamn, was that race very subpar. As much as I hate Kyle Busch, he isn't wrong about how horrendous his package is. Hardly any comers and goers, except for on restarts or on pit road. Outside of races like Texas or Kansas, partially Atlanta, and so on. Those were the only few races with the 550 horsepower package that did shit at all. Everything else is sheer mediocrity so far. Kyle Busch, even back then in 2007, despised the COT, and he had a good point. He said he couldn't stand to drive them when they suck, and they did suck, because the COT was one of the most god-awful stock cars of all time, if we could even call them stock cars at this point. But yeah, to wrap up the video, the finish could have been better if they were battling for the lead and catching Brad Keselowski rather than killing each other for second place. So it was a great last 40 laps, but with a underwhelming finish. So Erik Jones, Alex Bowman, you're supposed to battle for first place, not second, you goobers. Thank you, Zach Rogers, for that quote, by the way. So, hope you guys enjoyed this short little review of the last 40 laps I saw on TV at Kansas after my badass Overkill concert. And I mean really fucking badass. Like, good God, it was a massive thrashing party at the Paradise Rock Club. Space out.